Raiden. Man, Gran Turismo.
I just want to play it for because I want to race, John. I don't want to race
Raiden,
cars, man.
Raiden, it's supposed to be a work of art, man. It's not supposed to be just a fucking cheap ass Need for Speed bullshit Forza game, man. It's supposed to be a fucking.
I thought
You
the
know?
Japanese made like fucking like games that people want to play. You know what I mean?
Raiden.
When I look at like Ace
Yeah.
Combat compared to this, man, fucking Ace Combat gets it, man. They're like these guys just want to fucking fly planes, man.
Raiden. I don't know
They don't
why.
want to know the history about the fucking plane. They want to fucking fly the goddamn plane.
We do. I do think there's some. I don't know why, but I do feel similar when I'm playing Gran Turismo and Ace Combat. I feel like a similar philosophy. I don't know why.
Well, you're driving something or flying something.
You're but I do know what you're saying. Like Ace Combat's more focused with like, it does have an appreciation for the planes too, like a great appreciation.
Yeah.
But it's not indulgent, I guess. It's not like fucking. It's not like, but yeah, oh man, apparently Ace Combat's coming out on Twitch in a couple months or something.
Oh no!
They're gonna have to fucking, I don't know, downgrade it so much, man.
Oh man,
Ace Combat is still such a nice looking game. Still,
it is. Something on PlayStation 5, but it's coming out on the Switch. What the fuck is this?
Man, I don't know. Who's one of you? One of you guys didn't even play the campaign that much. Is it Cody? He got stuck on that mission. I think it's Cody. You got stuck on that mission where you have to destroy a certain amount of fucking. Remember, you have to get a certain amount of you have to destroy a certain amount of enemies.
Those ones are hard, man.
They're all that shit. Those missions are fucking impossible.
Yeah, I know. And then like I just barely scrape by like every single time. Like I maybe got like 100 more points I'm supposed to. I'm like, who the fuck is like doing this shit, man? Like fucking like acing it.
Yeah,
I'm not about bombing things. I'm a fucking dog fighter.
But the thing is, Cody, the campaign after that, like in the later mission, is so good, man. Some of those missions are insane.
But they get like insanely difficult.
They're so stressful, especially when you have like a 20-minute mission and you fuck up and you get started from the beginning.
I mean,
or even that bombing one you're talking about that you hate, Cody. If you get to like when you get to the near the end of the mission, there's like an area where there's like these targets you can destroy, and you get like a lot of points. But the area is so like narrow, like you have to fly your plane through like the most like fucking narrow space, and it's like the most. You're sweating absolute bullets going through, man.
Dude, do you remember that one fucking mission where it's like a radar mission where you have to fly underneath like
at night? At night?
Yes.
Cody, man, there you know.
Look, there's also like there's like a mission like that. There's also a mission where like you have to get to like this fucking tower. Yeah. It looks like you could just fly straight to it, but you can't. There's like a fucking there's like radars or like UAVs or something, and you have to like fly like in between.
Yeah, I'm redownloading this game. I'm redownloading.
Oh man, like so good.
You guys can talk all you want about the campaign, but all I need is to fucking shoot you guys up. We play multiplayer, and I feel like I beat the campaign. Because if you guys are so good that you did all these crazy missions and you completed all these like tasks and you got all these kills, but then I just come in and I fucking kill you, then I feel like
I don't know what you're talking about, Cody. I don't know what you're talking about, Cody. I think I destroyed the shit out of you.
What?
I will say I'm the worst dogfighter out of us.
You are.
I am. I know I am.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I am. I like the game. I have a great time, but I'm not a good dogfighter against you guys. I can beat the computer, but I can't. I remember fucking playing against Ranon. He's like, "You're never gonna be able to hit me," and I'm fucking shooting my entire missile payload, man. I'm shooting the whole payload, man. I'm fucking firing him with like a fucking million missiles, and he's fucking not getting hit at all. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, Ranon, do you play first person on Ace Combat?
I think you're the one who does.
No, I play third person.
Me and Ranon do third person.
Dude, yeah. I love like being disoriented when I'm playing that. It makes me feel like I'm actually like fucking Maverick, you know?
I know, and you're surprisingly good when you're playing first person too.
Yeah.
I just like just as good as I do.
I like seeing the sick planes, man. The planes look so sick.
Yeah, it's immersive.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's also like it's so like I hate how it's kind of like a meta game though.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like F-16 Raptors, like the only good plane or viable and like online.
Isn't it the F-22?
F-22.
Or the F-22, sorry, yeah.
The F-22
is the one I use all the time.
The F-22 is like absurd.
It's like so much better than all the other planes. It's retarded, man.
It's got that QAM.
Yeah.
Dude, the QAM is fucking retarded, man. It's so good. There's no other reason to use anything else.
No, there is a reason to use something else, because if you shoot down the F-22 and you're in a fucking MiG, then you're the top. Then you're a real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're an F-15 or something.
Yeah, but good luck.
Yeah, I know, but it's cool as hell. It's cool as hell when you do
it. Dude, but there's also like those guys who like use like those like you actually have to aim the fucking thing.
Yeah, the Russian planes like the Su-47.
Yeah, like the fucking like lasers and shit.
Yeah, your precision needs to be fucking like pinpoint, man.
Fucking crazy, man. Like I can't do that, man. I cannot do that.
Complete nerds, man. When I put that, it's unreal.
Like who's doing that? Like I tried, man. It's like fucking like it's harder than like a first person shooter, man. It's like what the fuck, like because like the guys are moving at like the fucking speed of sound, man. You can't even how the fuck are you supposed to lock onto that?
Yeah, man. I can think of few games we all like enjoy as much as Ace Combat 7. Like we all love it so much.
Ace Combat 8 comes out, man. I'm fucking instantly fucking pre-ordering it. I don't do that. I do not do that.
Can you imagine they do Ace Combat full VR? I'm buying that thing immediately. I'm buying it the next day.
Actually, that would be the one game that convinced me to get a VR setup.
Oh my god.
The worst part is like the VR for like Ace Combat 7 was good.
Yeah.
But it was held back because it was only like a specific like mission or two.
Yeah.
Or whatever in VR.
I believe it was the same for Gran Turismo. Like Sport had like a mission or two in VR, and then it's not until this version you're playing now that they like made it more full featured. Like you're saying, that majority of the game is now VR. The racing.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like I can play all of Gran Turismo in VR.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
So would you say like Gran Turismo 7 has been like your favorite VR experience so far? I mean,
no.
You talked about Resident Evil 4. Or Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 2 and 8 and stuff.
Resident Evil 8 and 4 are fantastic VR games.
Yeah,
probably the best I've played.
But as far as like outside of those games, would you consider this like one of the better experiences?
I think so. Yeah, because I bought other few VR games. I think one of them was like a dungeon crawler. It was like a roguelike kind of.
Okay.
Oh.
But it just wasn't like as high budget. I think it was made in Unity.
What's the new VR game that came out that everyone was freaking losing their minds over?
Gorilla Tag?
It was something too. It was like a sequel.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? I know what you're talking about.
New VR game. It's almost like I don't know why, but I saw a comparison to like God of War or something. New VR.
God of War.
Yeah. That's what it said. I thought it was like an Egyptian themed game or something. New VR Egyptian.
Well, it was like dungeon something, right?
Something
was it a dungeon game?
I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, so you're not bored of your VR, is what you're saying?
I'm not bored of it. I just want more. Like there needs to be more. They're not really bringing like the thunder really with the fucking. I mean, like honestly, I think Arizona Sunshine might have had potential to get me to buy it, but
yeah. Are you guys getting the? You guys getting that? What do you call it? Apple VR thing or whatever they going on.
It's like $1,800.
I'm pretty sure it's $3,500.
Oh my
fucking Christ! No fucking way, man.
It's so out of my. It's so out of my. It's so out of my price range that I don't even like. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so like absurd that I would even think of like buying something like that.
Yeah, no.
The Apple Vision, right?
Yeah.
What can you even do on it?
Apparently it's like it's not like a, you know how VR you're really just seeing the virtual thing. Like apparently this thing you can wear it all day. Like you can go about your business and you're seeing things virtually, kind of like it's like you see the real world. Cody, all right, picture this. All right, okay. So you see the real world, but you also see like the apps in front of your eyes, man. You're able to like,
dude, this is like fucking They Live, man.
Pretty much.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
Like you're just like willingly like, you know, giving consent to have fucking ads in your face all day.
That's right.
Like more than normal.
Pretty much.
Just blasted with
an absurd amount of ads.
What if some nefarious entity like hacked those devices? Couldn't they like fuck up your eyes or something? Couldn't they make like make them fucking like a flashing white, like fucking I don't know, burn
or
your
like,
retinas.
like dude, or like they live like subliminal messaging that that you shouldn't be seeing, you know,
Yeah,
propaganda, right?
exactly. Yeah, all day long.
That'd be fucking gnarly, man. Take the glasses off. Take them off. No.
It's true.
Yeah. When are we starting recording, boys?
We've been recording for the past 10 minutes.
That's what I thought.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
You think I'm gonna fall for that again, Cody?
Well,
I knew it.
did.
I knew it. All right, so Ranon, this is.
I do have a couple topics I'd like to talk about.
All right.
If that's okay, you get.
Yeah,
of course,
no,
of course. Man. Let's hear it.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about like you know, like when you're a little kid and you're playing a video game and like it would scare the shit out of you, even though it was like super like trivial and probably laughable now. Have you ever guys had an experience like that where you're playing a game you probably shouldn't have and it scared the living shit out of you?
A game you probably shouldn't have played.
Yeah, like a fucking Resident Evil game or like a horror game. Like
that's what I was gonna say for me. It was Resident Evil remake, like the first remake on GameCube.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first one that comes. Or okay, wait, you said scary or inappropriate?
No, well, I guess you know what, either or. Let's hear. I want to hear both.
If it was inappropriate, I was thinking Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Really?
Conker's Bad
You too, Cody?
Oh,
I should not have been playing that game.
I think, well, yeah, growing up for me, my parents didn't really care too much with the games we played. But there was a time when
mine did. Mine cared a lot, man.
Conker Bad Fur Day was the game. You know, you would go to the movie rental store.
Yeah.
Or you know, not Blockbuster or whatever, or the local one.
Yeah.
And then I always wanted to get Conker's Bad Fur Day. We never would get it. So I never got to play it until somebody else had it, you know, and we played it with them.
Yeah.
Because that was always the game I wanted to rent, but like I just knew I wouldn't be allowed to. But yeah, dude, Conker's Bad Fur Day, that's like.
Let me see the cover of the game. Let me see like why.
I know, right?
It had a big M rated on it.
I know. It was like, do not buy this for your kids.
Yeah, right? And it had
even though they were like cartoons or whatever, but
he's like.
But I'm pretty sure Conker's Bad Fur Day. Like I thought it had like a re-release or something, right?
I think so on the Xbox, but I never played it.
That.
Yeah, and it looked pretty. I remember the fur on him looked like pretty impressive. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
yeah, like it was actually pretty.
You should not be looking this detailed or something.
And then yeah, because who was the girl? Because she was like, kind of gave me the Bugs Bunny chick from Space.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you mean like
the bit? I don't want to say the word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Give you fillings in your willy?
No.
But that was one of those games for sure.
I think Rainer meant. I think you meant like scary and stuff, eh, Rainer?
Yeah, I'll give you guys an example.
All right, let's hear it.
So like when I was like very young, my uncle gave us his PlayStation.
Okay.
And like with all of his and with like all of his games, and actually one of the games on there was like one of my favorite games of all time now, Parasite Eve.
Oh shit! Now you're speaking my language, man.
So he gave me Parasite Eve on this. Dude, I was like, keep in mind, I was like 5 or fucking 6 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
The fucking PlayStation, all right. And I remember like there's Spyro and there's like fucking Crash Bandicoot. I play those all the time, but like in the corner of my eye, I'd always see like Parasite Eve, like the cover. Just look up the cover for fucking Parasite Eve.
Iconic.
It's fucking like it's creepy. Like you see the fucking chick on there, man. She looks fucking scary. Like even like an adult. That always kind of piqued my interest. I remember just like looking at it like all the time. Like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna fucking play it and like see what this is about, even though it's gonna scare me. And I put it in the fucking PlayStation, and I remember fucking turning it on for like 2 minutes. And fucking as soon as the fucking gate come on, I'm like, oh my god! I got so scared, ran out of the room. I had to close the fucking PlayStation.
Oh my god!
Man, I love that game, man. I'm actually playing it like a couple weeks ago because the Mio Plus, you can run it on there.
Yeah.
And it's still, man, that rat scene. Do you remember? I'm sure if you saw that as a kid, you'd never forget.
Oh
Cody, you gotta look this up, man. It's like it's an iconic, like it's like one of the first CGI probably in games. Like it's quite quaint.
Dude,
now,
I would say it almost I would say it almost looks better than fucking Resident Evil. Like you know the first zombie you see in Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
100%. Yeah,
Dude, it looks way better than that.
Cody, look it up. It's like or I could post it in the Discord, but it's freaking iconic, man.
So rat scene Parasite Eve.
Yeah, it's like the first thing you really see. Like nice. You can find like an AI upscaled version. I'm looking at
really?
it. Yeah, but are you seeing it, Cody? Like, look at its transformation. Look how creepy it is, man. Can you imagine little Ranon watching this as a kid? Like, what he must have thought?
Dude,
what that would do to a kid, man. That's why he's like the way he is now today.
Dude, it's like traumatized me, man. I love how like when I type in Parasite Eve rat transformation, it's like the safe search blur is on right now.
Oh,
that's how fucked up it is.
What the fuck? Yeah, the cells are like mutated.
Yeah.
That looks really good though.
Yeah, it still stands out. Like, oh man, I love those kind of like that era of games, like or you got of course Resident Evil, but Dino Crisis and stuff like that.
Crisis, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, why is the color? What's like with the brown like? Oh, this is so alien. This makes me think of the Thing.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
It's based on a novel, like a Japanese novel, and then Square Enix like
I can see
developed
giving
the game.
Nightmares as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it scared the living shit out of me.
Jesus.
Man.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like wherever like any like I remember like playing Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
And I remember like the fucking like the timer really stressed me out. Like,
dude,
in the very beginning.
You just got me PTSD of something else. I don't know if you ever played this one. Of course you guys played Majora's Mask, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember having to do that mission where you're like in the farm and you have to kill all these like alien ghosts?
Alien ghosts.
Oh, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, eh? It's like the ranch, like the ranch where that farm girl that gives you your horse or whatever. She there's like alien ghosts that abducts the cow every night. And you know how you're like on that 3-day cycle in Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
So like I can't remember if it's like the second or third day you have to stop like an alien, like these weird alien ghosts from abducting.
Yeah. Okay,
and it has one of the creepiest fucking music you will ever hear in like a Zelda game.
Dude.
It is extremely creepy, and you have like a time limit pretty much. And like if you don't succeed, like the girl gets abducted, and then the next day she's like she can't even like I don't know. They did something to her mind. You'd never see this in Zelda today. There's no way.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I vaguely remember.
Really, really creepy. Really creepy.
Yeah,
the music
you're right.
A big factor.
The music is very fucking scary.
Yeah, there's no need. There was absolutely no need for them to do that. And like, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Back then, because you didn't know what would happen, right? When you were like on a timer and stuff.
Yeah, like timers fucking scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, man. Like I don't know why, they just stressed me out. Yeah. Like I remember, like, did you guys ever play the game? I think it was Legacy of Kain.
I never played those ones.
No, there's one called I think it was called Soul Reaver.
Okay.
Where like you were like his like bodyguard or something. I can't remember. I had it like on the PlayStation or on the PC, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember like another thing that really fucking scared me was the drowning animation, because like I was a little kid, right? And like I barely knew how to fucking play the game at all. I knew how to walk and like maybe hit things. I remember like there's a part where I just couldn't get out of the fucking water. And then eventually he would start drowning, and like the drowning animation like scared the fuck out of me. Because it was like super vivid of him like fucking like suffocating and like grabbing his throat. And he's like fucking like trying to breathe, and he's like, it looks very fucking like vivid, and I'm like, holy fuck, it fucking scared me, man. I had to run out of the room.
Yeah, I know people like those games quite a bit, but I've never played it.
I'm sure they're great. Like, cause I know that like they started out as like a what do you call like a Diablo? It was kind of like Diablo, kind of. I know the first one, kind of. Yeah, exactly. I think they started out like that, but like the Soul Reaver was like more of a third person.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Did we all? Cody, I don't think you said one, did you?
Yeah, I have a couple that pop in my
Let's
head.
hear it.
So the first one's pretty niche, but like I have a sort of a core memory from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys ever hear of Mace: The Dark Age?
No.
Oh,
What the hell is that?
Okay, here I'll post a little image of it in the chat.
Yeah.
It was a fighting game made by Midway, so Mortal Kombat team. I think. Is Midway Mortal Kombat back then?
Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah.
1997, I think it says here. So for me, I saw this game as probably like 5. I think.
Yeah.
My dad rented it from the video game store. So like classic, game for that time period.
Right.
Anyway,
I've seen the cover of it, but I've never. I remember.
The image is very dark, right? Like
yeah, it looks cool. I love that look. The 90s.
Nowadays, I'd love to like. I think this is
dark fantasy.
yeah, very dark fantasy. But like the character selection screen and like just the imagery of it's like all very hellfire. Like there's like a named like Executioner and shit, right? And it's really graphic, and there's like I don't remember everything about it because like I remember my dad was playing it, and I was in the room with him, and like I was sweating. Like I was sweating bullets watching my dad play this game, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck!" Like this, I was like, I thought I was seeing something like I was never supposed to see. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and one character that especially freaked me out was like a skeleton. He was like some sort of like skeleton demon. Nowadays we'd see a skeleton, we're like, "Oh, who cares?" Right?
Right.
But I don't know. At that age, for me, it's like, "Oh my god!" And the arena's like hellfire. Right?
Oh god,
it's like it's just so dark and scary. I remember I was sweating so much. My dad had to return the game to the video store because my mom what's going on with our kid? He's fucking
so stressed, man.
Just traumatized. I
was like traumatized by this game. I know my dad's like,
oh my god.
So he went and like got something else, a lot more like tame, I think. But so that one was like a big one for me. That was I still remember to this day. I was like, oh my god, I was like sweating so much. Like I was so stressed out.
Dude, this kind of looks a bit like Soul Calibur or something. But,
I don't even know.
R-rated.
I don't even know.
R-rated. He just chopped that guy's head off, man.
Like I don't know anything.
It's what Cody was saying, man.
This game it's so hardcore, man.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah. So that was a big one. But another thing that freaked me out as a kid. You guys remember Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah.
Whenever you go to like the witch area.
Oh yeah.
The witch's lair, like you get like sucked in there.
Oh yeah.
There's like traps and things, I think, and you would like end up there, or like the game was very confusing for like a 6-year-old because it was actually quite large, and there was a lot of different paths you could take. I would always end up there, and I didn't ever want to go there. Like there was a lot of things I needed to do there. I'm pretty darn sure, and I just would like avoid it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go play there now. I don't want to think about it. The area was so scary to me.
Oh my god,
it was just like so spooky. But yeah, that was we're thinking like N64 games. Those are like for sure the spookiest. I mean, obviously, as I got older, I actually end up liking like spooky games and stuff. So it didn't steer me away or anything, but looking back, it's hilarious. And I'm looking at these graphics for fucking Banjo-Kazooie. I'm like, oh my god, I was scared by like five blocks.
Exactly.
It's like so bad.
I know that's kind of what I wanted from this though. Like I'm like, because I remember like things just like I don't know why the fuck it scared me as badly, like as a kid,
Well, it's scary colors and stuff, the music and the environment. And the skulls and like
I can still see why they were spooky, man. The imagery was like it was freaky, man. Even though the graphics were primitive, it's still like
at the time that was like amazing graphics. Like it was
exactly. Yeah,
that's true. Do you remember like any like niche games like no one would probably ever hear about like when you were a kid?
Niche
like
games
ones that we played all the time, kind of thing. Or?
Yeah, just like a game like you thought like was like super. Like I remember this one game called Dragon Warrior.
I know Dragon Warrior. That's Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
But that's what it used to be called. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I own the Game Boy Color, man.
What? That's hardcore, man.
Dude, but I got it for like a Christmas present when I was a little kid, man. I had no idea what the fuck it was about.
Yeah,
I could not even play it, man. It was too hardcore for me.
It's too hardcore.
Yeah, it looked like cute though. Like it was like I was like a little girl on the cover of it, and it looked like I'm like, oh man, this is totally a kid's game.
Yeah,
I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Way too complicated.
It was way too complicated. It was way over my head. I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, some of those games when you were a kid, you're just like, how did I figure this out, man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
You couldn't even look it up. Oh my god, all the games. I'd get stuck on it for months. Like I remember playing Ocarina of Time, and like back then you really couldn't look up anything. And then I remember like one of the neighborhood kids. I think I was stuck in like the water temple or something, like the water or fire temple. And then he's just like, man, you just gotta go do this. I'm like, and then you'd be like, what? Really? That's what you have to do to get out of that puzzle? And you'd go back home, you'd try it out, you're like, holy shit, that worked, man.
Dude, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. There's like something lost in like games today. Where like everything is so easily accessible, where like the word of mouth shit. Like on the playground was fucking mind blowing back in the day, man.
Yeah.
So many rumors. Like I remember so many like Pokemon like rumors and shit.
Yeah, like how to find like like the legendaries and stuff. Like oh man, like I can't find Articuno. Like what the fuck, man? Like where is he? Right? And you have to like go to your friend's house and they like show you how they found him and stuff, and it's like a whole thing. You're like looking forward to it. You're like waiting.
And like, no way.
I
know. Like, I remember like when someone told me like how to get Mewtwo in like Super Smash Bros. Melee. Just leave your fucking game on overnight. And you'll get Mewtwo. I'm like, what? There's no way. And then I did it. I'm like, holy shit! Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we've lost some of that for 100. Or it's on. It was so cool.
It sucks though. Now I just go to YouTube. It's just like, all right,
how do
I get Mewtwo?
It's too sick.
So easy.
Sick. Yeah,
there's like a billion videos.
Immediately,
like even before the fucking game comes out, like there's already videos.
Yeah. How to min max your fucking build or whatever.
I know, man. I hate that. It's like Elden Ring videos. I'm like, fuck off. Like I don't want to see any of this shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Totally.
I hate it.
I miss those days, man. I remember catching Lugia in silver.
You need to hunt that fucker down.
Oh my god! And I remember, or is that what it was? I remember finding him in a cave or something. Is that what?
Yeah, Lugia was in the cave.
You find him in a cave. I think you're thinking the legendary dogs. Like you have that was just
Entei.
That was the most stressful thing in the entire world.
Running because they run away.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
You have to get you have to get like a Pokemon with a mean look or something so they wouldn't run away.
You had to be prepared at all times to run into these freaking guys.
I know, because they could just fucking show up out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck? Like I was expecting to run into you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like out there and you have like you're like training your shittier Pokemons. You're like you're like trying to cook some eggs.
Yeah, pretty much. And then all of a sudden, oh shit,
fucking Riku. He's
one in a million chance Pokemon that's gonna run away the next turn and just appeared in front of you.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
You're just it's
absurd.
It's
but
really cruel, but I love that though.
It was very cool. But there was a clone trick in Silver. I don't know if you guys ever figured that out.
No, I never cheated.
It was some kid in the playground that showed me that. So you know how Pokemon Silver was like the first game in the series, right? I think you could give Pokemon items.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So so you only get one Master Ball in the game, right? So what you could do is you could give one of your Pokemons the Master Ball. You go to your PC, and if I remember this correctly, it's like you transferring the Pokemon to your PC. While it's loading or doing that, you turn off your game. And then when you turned it back on, you had like a Pokemon in your in your bag, and you had that same Pokemon with the item he's holding in the PC.
Yeah, duplicate.
Oh really?
I remember having I probably had like 30 Typhlosions or something like that.
Yeah.
It's an army of them, man.
You're level 70 Typhlosion.
any legendary Pokemon. I just had clones, man. I was making clones.
That's the thing about those old Pokemon games, man. Like fucking, it was always like the starter, like because you're like, well, fuck, like he's already like level like 30, and all my other Pokemon are like only like level like fucking 15. So I guess I'll just use, I guess I'll just use him.
Yeah,
For, like,
I remember
every
having.
fight.
Sorry, I was gonna say. Sometimes I would have fun by just like cloning like one of the early Pokemons, like a Cyndaquil or whatever, and then I would just like raise him up again. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I just kept doing that kind of stuff.
I know, and then you just like
farmer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was fun times, man.
That's kind of like in Pokemon X and Y, or I guess other ones too, where you're trying to get the perfect roll for like your IVs.
I know.
Right? So like you want to get like with Froakie, like man, I swear to God, I probably had 100 Froakies.
Because
I had to get the perfect IV. Like it needs to be a timid with the thing, and it has to have protein, right?
It has to have protein, man.
It has
to. Otherwise, it's trash.
Oh my god.
It took so long, but it's kind of a cool experience though, because like I don't know, you feel like you earn it, right? Because you finally get the right starter, and you got to bring him up, and like it's very satisfying actually.
It's funny because I'm actually doing that exact same thing in Scarlet and Violet right now.
What?
I'm making like a perfect team for like my next playthrough.
So what's a perfect team in Scarlet look like?
Yeah. Well, it can be whatever you want, man, because they got like Pokemon Bank or whatever, so I can just like send Pokemon from like my previous games into Scarlet and Violet and just breed an egg. Yeah. And then use that egg, and then the egg will be in my game. So instead of like it being traded to me, it'll have like the perfect IVs and all that shit, and like it'll actually like, listen to me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you know, like when you trade like a Pokemon from like somewhere else, like it won't obey you unless you have like a certain amount of badges or whatever.
Right.
So if you breed an egg like in your game, so if like I traded like for example, like I don't know, like a Charmander and a Ditto from like my Pokemon Bank, and I bring it over to my new game, and then I breed those two in my new game, and then the egg comes out, that Charmander will be like mine, and it'll obey me.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of twisted.
So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been just like, trying to make like the perfect team that way.
You're a breeder.
Yeah, but it's taking forever, man. It took me like, all day on Saturday to fucking just like breed for like the perfect fucking IVs and shit.
Is it me or is Ranon always playing Pokemon?
He is. 100%.
Like it's always on the rotation, no matter what.
It's in there.
It's always in there.
Dude, I think my opinions of Scarlet and Violet have changed a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like they're at the same time, it's like the worst game, but it's also like the best game.
The best.
You know what I mean? Like it's like,
I don't think we do, man. You have to explain.
It's weird because like when you're making a team in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like it's so like you can like it's insane.
Right.
You know, like when like in Pokemon like Emerald or something, like it's like you're fucking just okay. I'll get my Poochyena, I'll get my starter.
Right.
I get whatever's on like the Route 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like this game, you can go wherever the fuck you want. Like as soon as like it like releases you into the wild, you can go wherever the fuck you want and get like whatever Pokemon that's like in the fucking go wherever you want, man. Just build a team, whatever. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Doesn't that mean you're overpowered?
No.
Is there a challenge?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really does not believe that.
I don't know.
It is, man. It's actually a very challenging Pokemon game. I'm not even.
No challenging. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah. How is it challenging?
What do you mean?
Well, like, what makes it challenging?
It's just like I don't know. Like the trainers are like more intelligent than in previous generations. You know what I mean? Like they actually use like items and shit.
Okay.
And like strategy. Like it's fucking. I was like, holy fuck! Like why is this like Pokemon using like a fucking item? Like I remember, like even in the later game, like there's like they're using like actual battle items, like choice scarves and shit. Like what the fuck? I thought this was just for fun, and they're like actually taking this seriously.
Just for fun.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be the main character. What the fuck are you using fucking battle items for?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
I've played through it.
How many times have you gone through it?
I was about to say, I think I've played through it like about 5 times now.
Oh my god,
Scarlet 5 times.
That's absolute. That's
fucking
absurd.
love that game.
Yeah, dude. There's games I love I haven't beaten 5 times.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I just like starting from scratch, like with a new team every time. I'm like, all right, let me use these Pokemon.
Ranon, to what end, man?
I don't know, just fun. Like, what do you like? What's a game like you guys do that for?
I guess, yeah, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Yeah. I like that.
But those games are like,
those are great games.
Yeah,
those are
they're good.
Yeah, those are actually
kind of universally
acclaimed. I think people come around on Scarlet and Violet. I think there's a lot of people who do feel the same way I do now about them.
Really?
Ray and Cody have nothing to say.
Radio sounds.
Radio.
The only thing I really do not like about recent Pokemon games is like how much fucking dialogue and shit, and like how like a lot of it just like unskippable. Yeah, you have to fucking sit through the fucking monotonous fucking dialogue every fucking time.
Is it still not voiced?
No, it's not. But the thing is, like, I think the Pokemon have never looked better. Like graphically, it's never looked better.
Okay, but that's not saying much, is it?
The performance really is tanked by the fucking how good it looks. You know what I mean?
But Ranon, does it look better than Palworld?
Okay, nice segue. All right, so Palworld.
Have you heard about this, Cody?
What's this?
This Palworld game.
It's like Pokemon with guns.
You absolutely have to look this up.
Okay. Look at Palworld.
It's probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen with my own eyes, man.
You can't make this shit up.
It's absolutely absurd. It's just how it sounds. Palworld. Are you seeing this?
Palworld.
That's such a stupid name, though.
Survival game.
It's like Monster Hunter meets Pokemon meets Fortnite.
Dude, it looks like those. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing like fucking Totoro. With a fucking Gatling gun. And I'm seeing.
This is not even like there's blatant Pokemon ripoffs.
Like that's Leafeon.
100%.
There are blatant ripoffs, not inspiration, blatant ripoffs. I just saw an Eevee, man.
Yeah. I'm seeing Leafeon. I'm seeing a fucking
Leafeon.
That duck looks like a fucking something.
That's Lucario. That's fucking
the green Monkey. Remember Monkey, the green guy?
I just saw what's the flying one? What's the flying one from the Emerald generation? The two birds, one is blue and one's red. I just want one of those.
Oh, Latias and Latias.
Yeah, I just saw one of those.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what is this game? Like, what's the deal here?
Yeah, right.
It's like Pokemon with guns. I guess you can you catch Pokemon. And
what are you trying to do?
The Pokemon like make guns for you, and then
why are they making guns? What is going on?
Do you shoot the Pokemon with the guns?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you shoot other players with your guns.
Why are the Pokemons holding guns?
I don't know.
Is it actually a survival game, or what's the point of it? What are you trying to do?
I'm not sure.
Dude, this is the most rip-off thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's shameless.
I did just hear about this today, so like I'm not entirely caught up with what the fuck this is. I just saw it look ridiculous.
I knew about it because it's supposed to be it's on Game Pass.
It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, if you guys have Game Pass right now. I probably not.
Is it free to play?
I think I do.
Yeah, I think it's on Game Pass. I think you have to pay for it if you don't have Game Pass.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you gotta...
Xbox exclusive.
Is it actually?
It's on Steam.
Yeah.
I think. No, it says early access.
Jesus.
Yeah, release date January 19th. So
yeah, it's not coming
in 2 hours.
Rain's ready, man. After this podcast, that's the next. That's why he said he can't stay up too late, man. He's gotta go play his.
This game does look kind of interesting though, doesn't it?
It looks absurd, yeah. Just out of curiosity, I kind of have to like.
I just want to play just for a little bit, just to see what it's about.
Like what's the goal though? What kind of a game is it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
I don't know. It's either gonna be complete dog shit or it's gonna be the greatest game.
It says open world, multiplayer survival crafting game.
I don't think I knew it was multiplayer.
Yeah. I think it's up to like 16 or like 32
Jeez.
people.
Oh my god. I don't know what this game is.
I don't really know what to think about it.
You can like ride Pokemon or whatever the fuck they are.
Your pals.
Yeah. Like that's crazy. Like you're on like the back of like one of these pals, and he's got like a fucking Gatling gun. Like what the
Developed
fuck?
by Craft, or what's it called? Pocket Pair. It's the developer. Pocket Pair.
Is it Korean? A Korean developer?
Well,
Why is that gonna turn you off, John?
I think they're Japanese.
Really? I can't imagine. They're doing this from Nintendo's like home country. Yeah, right.
It is Japanese.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Nintendo's
John's tune just fucking changed there.
Man, they're gonna kick down their door, man. Nintendo president himself, man, just sue these guys. That's absurd.
Right in the backyard.
Have they ever released anything? Oh, they have. They actually released some
They have
stuff.
like this game called Craftopia. I guess they're known for being Monster Mash, smushing things together type of guys.
Yeah, that looks like Monster Hunter.
Not
the
original.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, just completely ripped.
That's a paraglider. I'm looking at a paraglider right here from Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna send a picture in the chat.
Yeah, but who hasn't ripped that off?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. Yeah, even Zelda has that. So.
What game came up with it first? I thought that's what I remember. Breath of the Wild doing it first.
Before Monster Hunter.
Oh, right.
Sure, Fortnite.
What am I talking about? You're right. Fortnite.
The granddaddy of them all.
Right. Is Fortnite? Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense.
Using it, Fortnite predated Breath of the Wild.
I'm pretty sure it did.
It did, didn't it? Not by much though. Same year.
Yeah. Well.
Actually, I'm seeing July 21st, 2017, but maybe people played it in like they didn't cause. Zelda did not copy.
Well, I mean, I think things can be developed at the same time.
Exactly.
It's not like a super original fucking.
Yeah, there's been gliders in lots of games.
That's true.
How come we can only name two?
What?
I'm sure there's.
I played something with a glider. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
I played something with a glider. Okay, I don't think anybody. What's the name of that game? It was like that Assassin's Creed game. It was like it wasn't Assassin's Creed, but it was like Ubisoft made this like kind of like maybe more cartoony. It was a Breath of the Wild clone. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Gods of.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that game called? No,
that's a really bad movie. That's a really bad movie. You're right, Cody.
You're talking about like Phoenix Rising or
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's what I was trying to come up with.
How come I haven't heard anything about that game?
It didn't do so well, man. Apparently, it was gonna have a sequel, but you're probably not gonna see the sequel to that again.
Why not?
Ubisoft is pretty much on the Assassin's Creed train. All right, let's talk Xbox real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do some. Quick.
Did you guys watch the Xbox conference at all?
No.
Not at all.
I was at work.
You were at work? All right.
Me too, like everyone else.
What? I was working too, just from home,
Yeah.
All right. So Xbox they did their press conference, so they focused on 4 of their heavy hitters coming out this year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy hitters are Avowed.
Avowed.
What?
Okay, what's that?
You know Avowed? So Avowed is like this game being made by Obsidian. So they're the ones who made like Obsidian, man, legendary developer, man. They made like Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Mm-hmm.
They did Fallout New Vegas. They did the Pillars game. They're even more. Yeah, they did the Pillars game. I really like recently. They're legit, right? Legit as as they come.
Well, this is like that super like mid-looking game, right?
So they're making like kind of like a Skyrim type of game.
I've seen this already.
It's supposed to take place in like it is based in the Pillars universe, but it's gonna be like more like Skyrim. So like, I just send the video to the chat. You guys check it. I would skip to around 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Is this like that super boring one?
Yeah. All right. Go. Oh wait. Actually, go to 40 and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay.
Does this look like riveting gameplay to you? This is the next big heavy hitter.
This looks like knockoff Skyrim.
What?
This looks worse than Skyrim.
Can you use guns in Skyrim? I don't think so, Cody.
You can use mods to get guns.
This is a brand new exclusive Xbox game.
It just looks kind of empty.
Yeah, looks so lifeless.
What?
What's with the art style? It's kind of interestingly odd.
It's not realistic.
It's like cartoony in a weird way.
Yeah, it's a bit cartoony.
I don't think the graphics are bad.
Yeah,
but I feel like they're sort of using a lot of like basic assets. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, I don't know that much about like how is this Unreal Engine?
I don't think so.
Let me see.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what an engine is. I don't think it is.
It is Unreal Engine 5. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
This is Unreal Engine 5. Holy smokes.
I mean that's interesting.
I never would have guessed.
I think I can tell Unreal Engine 5 is like amazing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff looks really detailed, but you just know it's pasted.
Exactly. Yeah. Just fucking assets, man.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
I think so.
Like they just bought it from like the fucking Unreal store or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's like a Unreal Engine 5 IKEA game.
Oh my god.
So like none of these like creatures look like fucking, you know, like if you like, I know say what you will about Skyrim, but at least like the creatures and shit like look iconic. You know what I mean?
Right. But you guys love Skyrim. Don't you guys want more of that?
Yeah, but like
I'm playing devil's advocate here, right? So you're not gonna get a new Elder Scroll game until freaking 2035. So like
later. After the terrible reception of fucking Starfield, if they're using fucking the creation engine to make fucking Elder Scrolls 6, man, or Elder whatever the fuck they are right now.
What better RP like developer could you ask for a task like this? You know, like they're good at RPGs. You know.
Yeah.
That's all I got. But no, they can do a Bethesda style RPGs, right? They've done the Fallout New Vegas, which a lot of people like a lot more than even Bethesda's Fallout games, as far as I know, right?
Yeah,
like people love New Vegas, so they're good at emulating what they do. And I really like Knights of the Old Republic 2 versus the original Knights. I love the original Knights of the Republic 1, but they're both great. Like even the second one is great. So I think, I don't know, it's in good hands, but I just expected more, man. I really like those Pillars of Eternity game. They're kind of like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 style RPGs, and they were great, man. So I would rather they have made like a Pillars 3, but instead we're kind of getting this kind of like game that's very similar to Skyrim, because Skyrim is freaking the most popular RPG ever for some reason.
for some reason.
Oh, so controversial.
No,
wow, we got to cut that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, but I think okay, all right. So Avowed, not for you guys whatsoever.
No, I remember seeing this.
It looks pretty mid. It looks very boring.
Yeah, like I remember seeing gameplay for this like
I
fucking
like
last year.
The image of the main game image.
Whatever that picture is
sick.
Unreal. I don't know what the hell. That is not the game we're seeing.
No,
I was thinking that too. Dude, 100%. I thought the exact same thing. I love that picture, man. It looks like I'm like holy shit, what is this? Like you're so intrigued.
Yeah.
And then you see the game, you're like, I don't know what happened here.
Some they hired the wrong guy.
It looks iconic.
It immediately looks iconic, exactly.
It's iconic, yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next game. All right. So this is Hellblade 2, the long-awaited sequel to Hellblade 1.
Oh, boy.
I'm rolling my eyes.
I don't care.
Yeah. I don't think any of us played Hellblade, right?
No.
Or did you, Ranon?
No.
I like the developer, but I've never played Hellblade 1.
But... I don't know anyone who has.
All right, so skip around a little bit. Okay, everyone goes pretty much nuts over the graphics for this.
Yeah, it looks really good. I won't.
The graphics. You skipped to like 1 minute 27 or 1:28.
It looks really good.
Like the graphics are pretty impressive. But it looks like it's gonna be kind of like I haven't played it, but pretty story-driven game, right? It's gonna be a story-driven game. Like I don't know if the combat looks like it's gonna be like really up close and personal and like realistic and all that stuff.
Man, there's like no fucking gameplay at all.
That's what I've kind of was been odd with me as well. Is like when I've seen any clips from the first game or whatever, I don't even, am I looking at gameplay or is someone just pressing forward on the controller?
Exactly.
And just walking through all this stuff. Because that's not exciting to me.
Right.
You know, like these games are a visual treat.
That's what it is.
And the world seems kind of interesting and the story might be good, but like it's just not compelling gameplay. Like it's
I know, it's like the fucking walking section of fucking God of War of the Trace, man.
The places we hate,
it's gotta be better than that.
Holy. Yeah, I don't know. I think they are like especially people like who have Xboxes, they are kind of trying to say like this is their God of War, but I'm just not quite seeing it. I'm not completely opposed to what I'm seeing, but I'm just not really that impressed with it.
Yeah,
graphically though, it looks insane.
Yeah,
like the actual gameplay. Yeah,
and I like the design of the main chick. Like she looks cool.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah,
and like
for sure.
I mean, I don't know anything. I don't know her name or anything.
Right.
Or she's Senua.
She's Senua. Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, she seems cool. So
yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't look fun.
There's just a big fucking like focus on like mental illness or some shit. I know for these games or something. It's like okay, but like where the fuck is the gameplay?
This is a tough crowd today, guys. This is a tough crowd.
Well, I'm not really.
So this is the final of the heavy hitters for Xbox.
If you see Indiana Jones, I'm gonna kill you.
The long-awaited reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, all right, the Great Circle.
Nice.
The Great Circle.
What is that reference?
I want you guys have to watch. You guys have to watch the whole trailer. The whole 2 minutes trailer.
It's a great circle, like referencing something corny, like the Earth.
Well, all right. So all right. So let's. Are you guys starting it?
I'm looking at it. It looks fucking jacked up.
It looks jacked up. They got Harrison Ford. Does that mean anything to you anymore? They got Harrison Ford. You got Harrison Ford.
They just AI him.
This is a Bethesda game.
This is a
Harrison Ford put on fucking leotards and fucking sensors on his face.
I highly doubt that.
Can someone please explain to me why this is a first-person game?
Dude, that's kind of what I was thinking too. You know what I was thinking, man? I don't know what it is, but when I initially see a game that is first person, my first But listen to this. But my first thought is always like, why is it first person? Exactly. Until I play it. When I play it, I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine. You know, it's all good. I kind of felt the same way about Cyberpunk. When I first saw Cyberpunk, I'm like, God damn it, I wanted to be third person. Mm-hmm. But then you play it and you're like, okay, it makes sense. It's really immersive playing it like this. Or Metroid Prime's another example. Like I was like, oh god damn it, why'd they make Metroid a first person shooter?
They made it first person so that people won't compare it to Uncharted.
You're thinking for Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Damn, that's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
But like,
it's not gonna compete with those games. So like, they're like, oh well, let's make it first person so that way it's different.
It's different, and it's also their special. Machine Game does Wolfenstein,
right?
And like, what's the other one? I think mostly Wolfenstein. I can't remember the other games.
It's probably because they're not very good at fucking animating third person.
What? You don't think so? But it does switch over. Did you notice that? It's like. It is first person, but there are times where you do see him.
Right,
it does go
like swinging with his lasso or whatever.
Or when he's climbing and stuff like that.
It's just weird. Like I never expected a fucking Indiana Jones. Like Indiana Jones is such an iconic guy. You know, he's such a face guy.
Right.
So it's just weird playing him like in first person. Like if someone walked in, like, what are you playing? Oh, I'm playing Indiana Jones.
You won't even
okay.
You won't even be able to tell. It's like, where's
his
hat? Why can't I see his hat, man? Where can I? What's
what
going
do you mean? You can't see his whip? Like, oh, I guess that's Indiana Jones. Yeah.
True.
It's iconic gun.
Ranon has an incredible point right there.
Yeah, this could be anything.
You know when he shoots his iconic gun, remember from the movie?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So when does this come out?
I think it comes out this year. I think 2024, maybe the end of 2024.
The Great Circle. What a fucking dumb title.
Yeah. But do you like how it takes place kind of like early in the I think between the second movie, like
I think the first and the second, or no, the second one and the third, right?
I think so. Yeah, somewhere around there. So that's kind of cool, isn't it?
No, you gotta bring you gotta bring it back to the heyday for sure.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is probably the best that they got so far.
This is the best Xbox game that you're.
I think so. It actually looks like decent.
I think it looks decent too. I think it actually looks pretty good, but it doesn't like. I'm completely
you know what?
blown away with it.
I'll be the first to say I'm surprised it's a fucking Bethesda game.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
they've been on free fall for a long time.
Oh, they haven't really been making the best.
Well, you know what?
To be fair,
yeah.
They're pretty good when it comes to like making something that's already an established IP.
Like what? What do you mean?
Like what?
Like I think Elder Scrolls and like Fallout. Like obviously not Fallout 76, but
okay, you're saying they're not gonna bring new IPs, but like the old established stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because like if they have something to work with, I think that they're pretty good. But like Starfield, obviously. Because there's like fuck man, it takes a lot of effort to like establish lore and fucking create something from the ground up. It's probably fucking hard, 100%. Right? So
it's really hard for sure, 100%.
So I think Bethesda is probably in their wheelhouse now for making something like this. And I think Todd Howard's a pretty big like fucking Indiana Jones nerd too. So I think that helps.
It's a weird IP to use, kind of, eh? Because like
he's kind of dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like it'd be cool if this like brings it back, I guess. But no one's asking for more Indiana Jones. Like
the movie bombed, so
yeah,
that's right. Thank you for listening to the Respect Me podcast.